what are your thoughts or recommendations for industrial application in the small to mid-sized companies range who are just becoming interested in nearshoring?
Well, the small to mid-sized companies, I don't know if they're just becoming interested in nearshoring. I think they've always been interested, but now they're getting hurt harder. And as nearshore, as a company like a GE or Ford Motor can write the check and get things ramped up in Mexico easily. The SMEs in a country like the United States have wanted to do Mexico, but looked at pricing and looked at hiring consultants or looked at hiring agents and said, no, we just can't do it. And now, boom, all of this has happened. And so now the SMEs, and we very successfully represented SMEs throughout the United States over the last several years, once they've started getting pinched harder and harder. And so across the board, I would recommend to SMEs the same thing that perhaps a consultant would recommend to a larger company, that look at where your sweet spot is going to be in a country like Mexico. It's not going to be a canvas approach where you can move your entire product line, or you can just where every single product imaginable is going to work. But what are going to be some sweet spots with the heavy labor, where Chinese raw materials aren't such a big factor. That's something I did not talk about, is China has its own raw material market in so many industries like steel and aluminum that it can be hard to compete. So where in what industries are Mexican suppliers not having to buy raw material from Asia? Is it wood? A lot of different things. It depends. So I would just say, to answer Jesus' question, it's a question of doing your homework for if you're an SME and seeing where that sweet spot is if you have it within your company, and what are going to be the overall costs and risks of trying to flip that switch and migrate some things down to Mexico.